Chapter 1: The Uncharted Voyage. In the heart of the roaring twenties, the world was alive with the spirit of adventure and the thirst for the unknown. It was an era where the edges of the map still whispered of unexplored territories, and it was in this age of discovery that a daring expedition was conceived, one that would etch its name in the annals of history. The mastermind behind this perilous journey was Denham, a filmmaker whose ambition was as vast as the oceans he sought to traverse. Denham was a man of vision, a dreamer who believed in the magic of cinema to capture the wildest of dreams. But his latest project demanded more than just imagination. It required an adventure so grand it would surpass anything ever seen on the silver screen. With a heart full of determination and a mind brimming with ideas, Denham secured the funding for his most audacious film yet. He assembled a crew of the bravest souls, each an expert in their field. Among them was Jack Driscoll, a seasoned sailor and navigator whose knowledge of the seas was unparalleled. And Darrow, a struggling actress with a spark of curiosity in her eyes, was the last to join, lured by the promise of a starring role that could catapult her to stardom. The vessel chosen for this voyage was the SS Venture, a sturdy ship that had seen many a storm. Her captain, Inglehorn, was a man of few words, but his reputation for navigating through treacherous waters was well known. The crew, a motley collection of seasoned seamen and eager young hands, shared a mix of excitement and apprehension as they set sail from the bustling docks of New York City. Their destination was shrouded in mystery, known only to Denham, who kept the coordinates a closely guarded secret. He spoke of an island, hidden away from modern maps, where prehistoric creatures roamed free, untouched by time, a place he called Skull Island. As the SS Venture cut through the waves, leaving the familiar skyline behind, the crew could not shake off the feeling of venturing into the unknown. The sea was a fickle mistress, and as they sailed further from civilization, the skies grew darker, and the ocean more unforgiving. Whispers of unease spread among the crew as they encountered strange weather patterns and navigational anomalies that made their journey all the more challenging. The ship's radio crackled with static, and the compass spun erratically, as if the very elements conspired to keep them from their destination. But it was the lure of the uncharted that drove them forward, through storms and still waters alike. For each member of the expedition, the island represented something different, a chance for redemption, a shot at fame, a quest for knowledge, or simply the thrill of the unknown. As the SS Venture finally approached the ominous silhouette of Skull Island, shrouded in mist and legend, they could not have imagined the wonders and terrors that awaited them. It was here, on this forgotten speck of land, that their lives would be forever changed, and the tale of King Kong would begin. Chapter 2: The Chains of New York. The SS Venture had returned to New York, a city of steel and steam, where the pulse of progress beat like a relentless drum. But amidst the cacophony of civilization, a silence had fallen over the crew as they disembarked, their eyes haunted by the memories of Skull Island. They had come back not as mere explorers, but as captors of a legend, the mighty King Kong. The journey back had been a somber affair, the ship heavy with the weight of their extraordinary prisoner. Kong, the colossal ape who had ruled over his lost world as a god, was now confined within the iron embrace of modern engineering. Chains forged from the strongest steel ensnared the beast, a testament to man's dominion over nature. Denham, once filled with the fire of ambition, now bore the burden of his conquest. He had envisioned bringing back proof of his adventure, but the reality of Kong's capture weighed heavily on his conscience. Yet, the filmmaker could not deny the allure of the spectacle he was about to unveil to an unsuspecting world. The news of Kong's arrival spread like wildfire, igniting the city's curiosity. Posters and headlines screamed of the eighth wonder of the world, a creature beyond imagination, soon to be revealed at the grandest of venues. Denham, ever the showman, had orchestrated a premiere that would go down in history. The night of the exhibition arrived, a gala event with the glitterati of New York in attendance. The theater was a palace of opulence, its stage transformed into a fortress of chrome and concrete, a stark contrast to the wild jungles from which Kong had been torn. And Darrow, whose bond with the great ape had been the most profound, stood by, a mix of trepidation and sorrow in her heart. She had been billed as the beauty that tamed the beast, yet she knew the truth of the sadness in Kong's eyes, a creature that yearned for freedom. As the curtain rose, the audience gasped in awe at the sight of the chained colossus. Cameras flashed, capturing the moment for eternity, as Kong roared in defiance, a sound that shook the very foundations of the theater. Denham, basking in the spotlight, proclaimed the triumph of man's will, but his words were drowned out by the primal fury of the beast. The spectacle was short-lived, however. Kong's strength, fueled by rage and a deep-seated desire to escape, proved too much for the chains that bound him. With a thunderous effort, he broke free, his roar a clarion call to the wildness that still lived within him. Panic ensued as the audience fled in terror, the theater descending into chaos. Kong, with a mixture of confusion and anger, searched for the one face he recognized, Anne. Their eyes met in a fleeting moment of calm amidst the storm, a silent plea for understanding passing between them. But the city would not allow for such a reunion. The sound of sirens filled the air as the authorities mobilized, determined to subdue the giant that now walked the streets of New York. The chains that had once held him were now broken, lying discarded on the stage, a symbol of man's hubris and the indomitable spirit of nature. As Kong made his way through the city, a path of destruction in his wake, the tale of the great ape took on a new chapter, one that would unfold under the shadow of the Empire State Building, where destiny awaited both the beauty and the beast. The city that never sleeps found itself in the grip of a waking nightmare, the streets echoing with the cries of a creature born from a time long past. King Kong, the majestic titan from an age when giants walked the earth, now cast a long shadow over the steel canyons of New York. His heart, a maelstrom of confusion and longing, beat with the rhythm of a wild drum as he searched for solace in a world not his own. Amidst the chaos, Anne Darrow emerged, a beacon of empathy in the tumult. She alone understood the depth of Kong's despair, the pain of being wrenched from his home. With courage that belied her delicate frame, she made her way to the beast, her voice a soothing balm against the cacophony of fear and aggression that sought to drown them both. The city's mightiest symbol, the Empire State Building, stood as a testament to human achievement, its spire piercing the heavens. It was here that Kong sought refuge, scaling the heights with Anne close to his heart. Atop this man-made mountain, the ape found a moment of peace, the world below him a distant memory. But peace was not to be his fate. The sky soon filled with the angry buzz of biplanes, metal birds of prey that circled and dived with lethal intent. Kong roared, not in anger, but in a plea for the world to understand his plight. With each pass, the plane's bullets tore through flesh and spirit, until at last, the king's strength waned. As Kong's grip faltered and he fell from the heights, it was not the fall that claimed him, but humanity's inability to reconcile its fear with its compassion. In his final moments, Kong locked eyes with Anne, and in that eternal gaze, there was forgiveness. The great ape lay still upon the streets he had so briefly walked, a king dethroned, not by the weapons of man, but by the heart he shared with the beauty that had seen his soul. And in his passing, the city found silence, a hush that spoke of awe and regret for the wonder that had graced them, and the price of its loss. King Kong's tale was a mirror to the human condition, a poignant reminder that within us all lies the capacity for both great destruction and profound love.